Hi, I'm James.
And I'm Winnie, and we're the founders of Bynd Artisan.
And these are our lessons on leadership.
Bynd Artisan was inspired actually by my grandfather's bookbinding business in the 1940s. Paper was getting increasingly irrelevant, and we wanted to make use of our skill sets and what we already know, but apply it in a different way to reach out to the next generation. I think at that time, the key pivoting point was when I used to do designs and I bring it home to my kids, They were looking at it and like judging me and saying, "Oh, Mom, why don't you just sell the business?" Yeah, so that was like, okay, I think I better do something or we'll have no customers.
We knew that paper would be used less and less. Rather than to just present paper as it was, we wanted to beautify it and allow people to personalize and customize it. So we kind of knew right from the start how it would pan out, and so we have always been ready and always been like embracing the change and reacting to it. Yeah, you agree?
Well said.
Thank you.
One of the challenges we had when we first started was getting a suitable retail space. So we actually had an approval from JTC to start this store inside the factory. And it was all the way in Boon Lay.
Yeah, I think every episode we learn a little bit. So, you mentioned that was Boon Lay far. At that point, we didn't think it was. We thought that, if we build it, people will come. Later on, we realized that location is everything. That's why if you look at our current three stores, they are in very good locations. Yeah. So one is in Holland Village, Chippy Gardens. One is in Raffles City, and this latest one here is in Iron Orchard. So I think location means a lot.
Do you ever face difficulties working with each other?
God, sure have. Everything you do, there will be issues. But you just try to work around it and then find a solution.
It would be to try and understand from his point of view and his perspective why this should not be so. And I think there have been times where he has said no and to certain things I want to do, and I'll just keep quiet, and then maybe I'll try and re-angle it another way, right? Yeah. That would be how you would speak with a business partner anyway.
Right. But to make things easier right from the start, I think it's good that the partners, be it a husband and wife or business partners, to each assume different roles.
And ultimately, I think all partners need to understand that whatever decisions are made is always for the good of the company.
So if you look at our craftsmen, they are actually the brand ambassador. They are also the cashier. They are also the person who crafts your items for you.
And some of them, I think initially they were not so confident because they felt like, oh, my English not so good. So it's, I think, about holding their hands and slowly doing that transition. So for example, when we first started, they were not well versed in the credit card machine. So they press 35 and go, and that becomes 35 cents instead of $35, right? And then I think that particular staff, he ran after the customer but couldn't find the customer anymore, right? We just laughed it off and said, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, so that no blame culture is very important to be able to give them the encouragement to keep on trying and just make sure you don't repeat the mistake.
So chill already, no video already.
So you can just look at me.
Relax.
He's still filming.
Still filming?
Yeah, so it's filming.
So I cannot relax.
Yeah, cannot relax.
You can relax.
I can
You just
relax.
be yourself.